Hi everybody, thanks for joining me for another tutorial in Melinda's Rubber Room. I'm Melinda Pierce and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here today to show you how I made this card. This was one that I made at my last stamp camp, and I also did this as a card class in the mail. So this is one of the 3 cards that we did. So if you did the card class in the mail, I'm going to be showing you how to put this together. So this is how the card folds out. And this die here is from the Irresistible Blooms stamp set and dies. This is a online exclusive stamp set, so you can order it. You can either order it directly online through my online store at www.melindapierce.stampinup.com, or you can send me a message if you'd like me to order it for you, and I can put that on order for you. I believe it is on back order right now, so if you do want to order it, it probably will not be available until the middle of April. Okay, so what I did was I went ahead and ran the Designer Series paper and the cardstock, the base cardstock, through the cut and emboss machine all at one time. And then I'm going to take the die off. I just wanted you to see how I did this. So this background paper will be discontinued at the end of April, if it lasts that long. We did come out with our retirement list, and this paper will be retiring. Okay, so there is the die cut removed. I have a few more pieces that need to be taken off here. So like I said, if you did the card class in the mail, I already did this part for you. There are 2 options to doing this card. One is to keep the Designer Series paper on this cutout die, which gives a really nice effect. But I'm going to stick with the way that I had my original card. So I am using the different colored green here. This is Evening Evergreen, which is also retiring, and this is Soft Succulent, which is also retiring. So you can see the difference there. I actually ran out of the Soft Succulent, so I used the Evening Evergreen, which I actually like better because it's a little bit more of a contrast. So you can see that this one has the Designer Series paper still on top of there, and on this one I removed it. So if you're doing the card class in the mail, I'm giving you the option of keeping this Designer Series paper on or taking it off. So like I said, I'm going to demonstrate it as my original one was. So when you're taking this washi tape off, just be very careful because it can rip that Designer Series paper, so do it very slowly. Just like so. I did keep the washi tape on your card just to give that delicate die cut a little bit more stability for mailing. But just be very careful when you remove that tape. Okay, there we go. So now I can take this die cut off altogether. You see that there's still a couple little pieces that I need to just get rid of that didn't come out when I originally took out the die. So make sure all those little holes are popped out. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Designer Series paper and I'm just going to cut these little circles off. Those are the things that are holding that Designer Series paper with the this delicate little wreath. So I'm just cutting that wreath part off of it. Just like so. And you can save that for another project if you want. It's very pretty. And then I'm just going to go around and kind of cut these little nut nibs off a little bit, just to kind of make it more of a circular shape. The other side of this paper is really gorgeous too, so you might want to opt for using the other side. Let's see how pretty that is. But I always like to use the gold shiny side. Okay, so I'm just going to take my adhesive and glue that to the front of the card. And then you're just going to match up that circle, just like so. I just double check the back side, make sure your circle's all lined up. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to take my inside piece, and that opens like this. So you want to adhere this larger section with the fold out section toward the right of your card. So it's on the opposite side of the major fold in your card. And you're just going to center that so there's a little bit of a margin going all the way around your card. Just like so. And then I do have some stamping on the inside. I have some little dots, and my greeting is up there. So let me bring that in. So the dots I'm going to stick with the soft succulent just because it's nice and soft, and it's not so harsh against the card. And I probably should have done this before I put it on the card, but that's okay. Now I'm just going to stamp that off. I don't want it to be real strong on that card. Just want it to be a delicate little accent on the card. Just like so. And then I have my greeting. That one I am going to do in the Evening Evergreen. So I want it to stand out a little bit more. And again, all of these stamps are in that in this set here, Irresistible Blooms. So even the greetings and the dots and the flowers, they're all from that same set. Okay. A little bit on an angle, so I'm going to redo that. Okay, so I have a little extra paper. I'm just going to cut that off. And I'll stick that right on top and nobody will know it's not quite straight underneath it. Okay, so that looks better. All right, so then that's going to fold up just like that. I have my greeting here that I'm going to stamp. So this says thank you. I'm just going to stamp that again with my Evening Evergreen. So again, these two colors are retiring, the Evening Evergreen and the Soft Succulent. They're gorgeous colors, especially if you do them together. So again, when I do the card classes in the mail, I cannot provide the stamped images. So if you don't have this set, you can certainly purchase it, or you can use whatever's in your stash that will work. Okay, so I just layered that on top of the matte circle that's in your packet. And then what I'm going to do is just lay this right on top of this fold out piece. So I'm just going to glue it to this, the small fold out piece, just so that it's kind of centered in that circle. So I'm going to just put glue on this side of the circle and then close this up and try to get that centered as best I can. This is why it's nice to use the liquid glue, because you have a little bit more wiggle room and you can move it just to where you want it. Okay, so now when you open this up, it opens just like that. And that is the finished card. Again, I'll show you my original one. Oh, I forgot a piece. So you also have this piece of Designer Series paper. That's going to go right in here. I should have put that in before I put the circle on, but I forgot. So don't forget that you can just slide that in there. That just kind of helps break up some of that white background. Add some more bling on the inside. Okay, so there's the finished card, and let me again show you my original one. Again, just with that soft succulent instead of the evening evergreen. All right, so that is it for right now. Keep checking out my online YouTube videos. I will be showing the other 2 cards that I did for my card class in the mail and my stamp camp. So hope to see you there. Bye-bye.